Hello home bakers, welcome to Dr. Mommy Cakes channel. In this video, I'm going to be bursting a big baking myth. If I just follow the cake recipe, I'll get a perfect cake. Not quite, because if I had a pound for every time someone says, but I followed the cake recipe, I would be a rich woman. So if you've ever pulled out a dense, dry, or wonky cake out of the oven and you thought to yourself, what have I done wrong? Stick around. We're going to be diving into what makes a cake soft, fluffy, delicious, and perfect. Here's the truth. A cake recipe is like a map. You can have the most beautifully well plotted map, but if you don't know how to drive a car, then you're going to struggle to get yourself from point A to point B. It's, for example, when the recipe says cream your butter and sugar mixture together. Now, if you don't know what that means and you start staring it, you're going to run into problems. It will be no surprise why your cake doesn't turn out right. You've got to know exactly what it means, what the recipe is asking you to do. So that is one of the key reasons why people follow cake recipes and still end up with disasters, because they don't really fully understand exactly what the recipe is telling them to do. And that's why I set up my cake channel. Like, I literally not just only give you a map, I give you a map and I teach you how to drive. In my Back to Basics series, I'm going to be telling you everything that you need to know to make an amazing cake that is not in the cake recipe. So I'm going to be setting you up for success. So you don't want to miss out on this amazing series. What you can do right now is click that subscribe button, turn on the notification button so that when I post videos in this series, you will know ASAP and you can get learning and start making amazing cake in no time. Yes, ingredients at the right temperature is crucial for baking success. If you are using ingredients that are at the wrong temperature, you are setting yourself up for cake failure. For example, if you're making a cake and you're using cold eggs, it's just not going to mix properly in your batter and your cakes are not going to turn out right. Another key thing that baking beginners forget is the temperature of butter. Almost all cake recipe calls for room temperature butter. Now, if you didn't know that and you are using cold butter and you're trying to mix cold butter with other ingredients, it's not going to work. You're just going to have lumps of cold butter in your batter. And when you bake your cake, it's not going to turn out right. So lots of cake recipes don't tell you this, but you need to know what temperature each ingredient is so that you can make a cake that's actually great. Listen, I love vibes just as well as the next person, but it's in baking, it's a no-no. Vibes will get you nowhere. Baking is a science. You need precision. It's absolutely important that you measure your cake ingredients properly. Now, some cake recipes will measure ingredients in cups. Personally, I don't like that, because when you're measuring in cups, you've got to actually know how to measure in cups. If you scoop it up wrongly, if you pack all the ingredients too tightly in a measuring cup, then you're actually going to end up with more ingredients that you need. So, for example, if you're measuring flour incorrectly, you might end up putting too much flour in your cake batter and boom, you ruin your cake. So, you need to know how to measure properly. My personal recommendation, if you are a baking beginner, is to measure your ingredients with a weighing scale wherever possible. Okay, yes, there are some ingredients like little liquids or your baking powder, bicarbonate of soda, small quantities that you need to measure either with a measuring jug or with a measuring spoon. But by and large, your dry ingredients use a weighing scale, because then you will get precise measurement. If you measure 100 grams of sugar on a weighing scale, you best better believe it's 100 grams in there. There is no mistaking about that. Section 4. You see your oven? She is a drama queen. Like, just because the dial says 160 degrees Fahrenheit, you think that's what the temperature in your oven is? Mm-mm. I've got news for you. Your oven is probably a big diva. She's just doing what she wants to do. It's not uncommon for the temperature in the oven to be actually very different from what it says on the dial. As ovens get older, the thermostat that controls the temperature is actually not as accurate as it used to be. So, if you're baking cakes and you're putting it in for the right time and they're still not coming out right, if they're coming out too brown or even coming out burnt, or you bring it out and half of it, the middle is still liquidy, it might be your oven messing around with you. What you need is an oven thermometer. That will tell you exactly what the oven temperature is. So if you're struggling with your cakes, get an oven thermometer. Even if you're not struggling with your cakes, still get an oven thermometer. It will save you a lot of baking disasters. And finally, it's those little details that count. For example, over mixing your flour. When you put your flour in, you need to mix it until it's just combined. If you keep mixing it, bam, tough cakes. Opening your oven doors many times, like your cake is literally not going to run away, but you keep peeking, you're messing up with the temperature, bam, your cake doesn't rise properly. You don't preheat your oven, like you literally just put your cake batter in and turn it on, and then you expect your oven to do its thing. Disaster. So these are some of the things that make a difference when it comes to baking, and they're just not in the recipe. So if you want a map as well as learn how to drive, in this case, learn how to bake, don't miss any of my Back to Baking series. I'm going to be taking you from point A, not being able to make a cake, to point B, making amazing, delicious cakes. So till next time, happy baking, and I will see you on the next episode.